Hello everyone, welcome to how to solve this very nice radical equation x plus root x plus 1 plus root x minus 1 plus root x squared minus 1 equal to 4. Our job is to find all possible values of x. So let's start. For real solutions, this x plus 1 must be greater than or equal to 0. This implies that x must be greater than or equal to negative 1. And this x minus 1 must be greater than or equal to 0. This implies that x must be greater than or equal to 1. And this x squared minus 1 x squared minus 1 must be greater than or equal to 0. This implies that x must be greater than or equal to 1 or x must be less than or equal to negative 1. If we combine all these, we get the domain of the equation x must be greater than or equal to 1. Now this one is same as 1 squared. So by using this algebraic identity, a squared minus b squared equal to a plus b times a minus b. We can rewrite this equation as x plus square root of x plus 1 plus square root of x minus 1 plus the square root of x plus 1 times the square root of x minus 1 equal to 4. Now we suppose that let a is equal to square root of x plus 1 and b is equal to the square root of x minus 1. Note that x minus 1 must be greater than or equal to 0, so this b must be greater than or equal to 0. And this x plus 1 must be greater than or equal to 0, and this a must be greater than or equal to 0. If we square both sides, this implies that a squared equal to x plus 1. And if we square both sides of this equation, this implies that b squared equal to x minus 1. If we add these two equations, this will become a squared plus b squared equal to x plus 1 plus x minus 1. And this negative 1 will be cancelled out with this positive 1. We are left with a squared plus b squared equal to a squared plus b squared equal to 2 times x. This implies that x is equal to a squared plus b squared divided by 2. So this original equation will become a squared plus b squared divided by 2 plus a plus b plus a times b equal to 4. Now we multiply the whole equation by 2. So this will become a squared plus b squared plus 2 times a plus 2 times b plus 2 times a b equal to 8. We group these three terms a squared plus b squared and plus 2ab. So this will become a squared plus b squared plus 2ab plus these two terms 2a plus 2b equal to 8. This a squared plus b squared plus 2ab is a perfect square, so this will become a plus b whole squared, and from these two terms we can factor out plus 2. In bracket left a plus b equal to 8. Now we suppose that let a plus b is equal to y. So this equation will become y squared plus 2 times y equal to 8. Move this 8 to the left hand side. This will become y squared plus 2 times y minus 8 equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation and is factorable. We write this y squared and break this 2y into two terms plus 4 times y minus 2 times y minus 8 equal to 0. From these two terms we can factor out y in bracket left y plus 4, and from these two terms we can factor out negative 2 in bracket left y plus 4 equal to 0. This y plus 4 is a common factor, so I factor out y plus 4, and in bracket left y minus 2 equal to 0. Either this expression y plus 4 equal to 0 or this expression y minus 2 equal to 0. From this equation we get the value of y equal to negative 4, and from this equation we get the value of y equal to 2. Now recall that we have supposed that a plus b equal to y, and we have proved earlier that a is greater than or equal to 0 and b is also greater than or equal to 0. We have supposed that a plus b equal to y. So we get two values of a plus b. A plus b will be equal to negative 4 and a plus b will be equal to 2. Since both these two values a and b both are greater than or equal to 0, so a plus b must also be greater than or equal to 0. Since this negative 4 is less than 0, so this will be rejected and we accept only this value of a plus b 2. Now recall that we have supposed that a is equal to root x plus 1 and b is equal to root x minus 1. Suppose that a is equal to the square root of x plus 1 and b is equal to the square root of x minus 1. So this equation will become root x plus 1 plus root x minus 1 equal to 2, and we take square of both sides. This will become the square root of x plus 1 squared plus the square root of x minus 1 squared plus 2 times the square root of x squared minus 1 equal to 2 squared is 4. This square will be cancelled out with the square root, this square will be cancelled out with the square root, and we are left with x plus 1 plus x minus 1 plus 2 times the square root of x squared minus 1 equal to 4. Now this negative 1 will be cancelled out with the positive 1, and x plus x will become 2 times x plus 2 times square root of x squared minus 1 equal to 4. From these two terms we can factor out 2 in bracket left x plus root x squared minus 1 equal to 4. If we divide both sides by 2, this implies that x plus root x squared minus 1 equal to 2. Move this x to the right hand side. This will become the square root of x squared minus 1 equal to 2 minus x. Now because this x squared minus 1 must be greater than or equal to 0, so this 2 minus x must be greater than or equal to 0. This implies that x must be less than or equal to 2, and this implies that x must be greater than or equal to 1. If we combine these two, we get the domain x must be less than or equal to 2 and x must be greater than or equal to 1. Now we square both sides of this equation. This will become the square root of x squared minus 1 equal to 2 minus x, and we take square of both sides. This square will be cancelled out with the square root. Of left hand side we are left with x squared minus 1 equal to, expand this 2 minus x whole squared, this will become 4 minus 4 times x plus x squared. Subtract x squared from both sides and add 1 to both sides. Add 1 to both sides. This cancelled out, this cancelled out, and this cancelled out. We are left with 5 minus 4 times x equal to 0. Move this 4x to the right hand side. This implies that 4 times x equal to 5, and if we divide both sides by 4, this implies that x is equal to 5 over 4, which is approximately equal to 1.25. So 1.25 is less than 2 and greater than 1. So this value of x, 5 over 4, is a valid solution. This is the final answer of this problem.